Hi everyone. This isn't here to make you feel better. This is here to make you face what you've been avoiding. You've been fed soft words, easy answers, and sugar-coated advice for too long. And look where that got you. Still stuck, still spinning, still hoping life gets easier instead of you getting stronger. You don't need comfort right now. You need clarity. You need someone to shake your shoulders and say, wake up, because the life you want, it won't wait forever. Let me tell you something. You can't change what you keep pretending doesn't exist. You can't fix a wound you refuse to look at. If your life feels broken, it's not because you're weak. It's because you spent too long lying to yourself about why things aren't working. You blame the past. You blame the people around you. You blame your circumstances. But healing doesn't start with blame. It starts with honesty. Real growth begins when you say, this is where I am, and this is what I need to fix. Are you really living or just existing? Are you moving with purpose or just going through the motions? You wake up, you go through your routine, you scroll, you eat, you sleep and repeat. But deep down, you know something's missing. You weren't meant to just survive, you were meant to live. But you've been sleepwalking, letting time pass like it doesn't matter. Ask yourself, how many days have you wasted on autopilot? How many chances have you ignored? It's time to snap out of it. That sting you feel in your gut right now, that's not weakness, that's truth cutting through the noise. It's not here to break you, it's here to wake you up. Because pain has a purpose. Pain is the signal that something's off. And if you lean into it instead of running from it, that pain will teach you what comfort never could. Growth doesn't show up with a smile, it shows up with a challenge. And if this hurts, good. That means it's real. That means something is finally changing. You've avoided these words for too long. You've distracted yourself, denied the signs, drowned in noise. But not now, not here. If this message is making your chest tighten, if it's hitting something inside you, that's not pain to run from. That's the beginning of power. Because change doesn't start with applause. It starts with truth. And now that you've heard it, now that you felt it, you don't get to pretend anymore. This is the moment. This is the line. Step into it, stand in it, and finally listen. It's time to stop sugarcoating it. You're not stuck. You're not trapped. You're just comfortable with the excuses you've told yourself for so long that now you believe them. You've built a soft prison out of reasons. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. They won't support me. That's not true. That's protection. But what you call protection is actually a cage, a self-made one. You've made your reasons your prison. And here's the cold truth. As long as you stay comfortable in those reasons, you'll never move. You'll never grow. You'll stay right where you are, convincing yourself you can't move, when deep down you just won't. Let's rip the bandage off. It's not your job. It's not your background. It's not your parents. It's not your bank account. The problem isn't out there. It's in here. You are the one choosing the easier path, the smaller path. The path that keeps you safe, but also keeps you stuck. You're not stuck because of your past. You're stuck because you keep choosing the same pattern, the same comfort, the same doubt. And I know that's hard to hear, but there's freedom in that truth. Because if you're the problem, then you're also the solution. That means the power's in your hands. And let me say it plain, you're not stuck because of them. You're stuck because you keep choosing small. Excuses feel soft in the moment, like pillows. They wrap you up. They tell you it's okay. You'll start tomorrow. You've been through a lot. But they don't tell you what that comfort is costing you. Because excuses, they're sugar-coated chains, easy to swallow, impossible to break later. Every excuse you accept now is a debt you'll have to pay in regret. And regret is heavy. Regret doesn't go away when the lights go off. It keeps you up at night. It shows up in the mirror, in the lost years, in the chances you didn't take. So ask yourself, what feels worse? The sting of doing the hard thing now, or the weight of wishing you had? Every time you said, what if I fail? You laid a brick. Every time you said maybe next year, you added cement. Every fear, every delay, every doubt, it became part of the wall. And now you're standing in front of it, staring at it like it just showed up one day. But that wall didn't build itself. You did. You built it out of hesitation, out of fear, out of false starts and stopped dreams. And here's the truth. If you built the wall, you can break it. You can tear it down with choices, with courage, with the decision to stop waiting and start moving. The first hit to that wall, it's right now. Accountability isn't about guilt. It's not about feeling bad. It's about taking your power back. When you say this is on me, you're not taking the fall. You're taking the wheel. You're saying if it's in my hands, I can do something about it. That's not weakness. That's strength. And it's rare. Most people spend their lives pointing fingers, waiting for someone else to fix it. But not you. Not anymore. Because now you see it for what it is. The moment you own it, you control it. The moment you take full responsibility, you unlock full potential. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop hiding and start building? Because your hands aren't empty, they're full of power. Comfort looks harmless. It feels like safety. It sounds like peace. But let me tell you the truth, it's not. Comfort is a trap, a quiet one, a padded one, the kind that feels good while it steals everything that matters. It feels like rest, but it robs you blind. It takes your hunger, your edge, your fire, and the scariest part, it does it so slowly, you don't even notice it's happening. You think you're relaxing, you think you've earned it, but you're really sinking into a soft prison, and the longer you stay, the harder it is to climb out. That's not peace, that's quiet destruction. Comfort loves to whisper sweet lies. The biggest one, you got time. It sells you this idea of someday you'll start, someday you'll change,
someday the right moment will come, but someday isn't a plan. It's a coffin. It's where dreams go to die slowly. Comfort keeps you on pause, convincing you that waiting is wisdom. It's not. Waiting is just delay dressed up as caution. Real growth doesn't wait. It doesn't need perfect timing. It needs action now. If you're still telling yourself not yet, ask yourself when then, because comfort isn't keeping you safe, it's keeping you stuck. Look around. Everyone's chasing the easy life, the dream of no struggle, the illusion of success without sacrifice. But that good life you're chasing, it's keeping you average. You weren't built for soft edges. You were built for sharp purpose, for fire, for force, for fight. Struggle isn't a flaw. It's a feature. That resistance, that's how you grow. That's how you level up. But if you're always choosing the easier road, don't be surprised when your life stays easy and small. You don't get stronger in ease. You get stronger in effort. Stop chasing soft. Start choosing strength. Take a hard look at your past. What have you really lost to comfort? What dreams died while you scrolled? What purpose withered while you waited? What idea faded because you told yourself it was too hard? What part of you disappeared while you chased short-term relief instead of long-term purpose? Comfort is a thief, and it doesn't need force. It just needs your permission. And every time you hit snooze, every time you skip the hard thing, every time you avoid the challenge, you're handing it over. So ask yourself, what has comfort already stolen from you? And what will it steal next if you don't take it back? Nothing great is built without discomfort. Nothing powerful is created without pressure. Discomfort is the price of becoming more. It's the gym for your willpower. It's the test for your vision. It's the furnace that refines who you are. No scars, no story, no struggle, no strength. You don't get to skip the pain and keep the reward. You want change? Pay the cost. Wake up earlier. Push through fear. Speak when it's scary. Work when it's easier to rest. Every time you lean into what's uncomfortable, you're making a payment on the light. You're not losing because you're weak. You're losing because you don't see the trap. Fear doesn't always scream. Comparison doesn't always shout. Distraction doesn't always flash bright red. They don't yell, they whisper. And that's what makes them dangerous. Fear tells you to play it safe. Comparison convinces you that you're already behind. Distraction hands you a screen and calls it rest. But they're all thieves, stealing your focus, your drive, your future. You can't fight what you won't face. So stop acting like you're fine when these enemies are controlling your every move. It's time to pull the mask off. Time to call it what it is and take back your power. Let's call it out. You say you want the dream, the freedom, the change, but your actions don't match your words. You're scrolling instead of building, watching others instead of working on yourself. You're talking about your plans, but you're not living them. And here's the truth. Your actions preach louder than your dreams ever will. You're not judged by your thoughts. You're judged by your steps. And every day you spend in delay is a day you hand your future away. You weren't made to watch others rise. You were made to rise yourself. But it starts with shutting down the distractions and doing the work. You already know what needs to change. That's not the problem. The problem is you're stuck between knowing and doing. You've built invisible walls around your own potential, and now you call it reality. You've convinced yourself that this is just the way it is. But it's not. It's the way you've allowed it to be. That mental maze, it's not made of concrete. It's made of choices. Repeated, reinforced, normalized. And the way out isn't more knowledge, it's more action. You don't need to learn more. You need to walk out of the maze you keep redrawing in your head. You're not stuck by accident. You're stuck because of the patterns you repeat. The same late starts. The same I'll do it tomorrow. The same I'm just not feeling it today. What have you normalized that's keeping you average? Be honest, because you can't rise while repeating what broke you. Your life is shaped by what you tolerate. If you keep showing up the same way, you'll keep getting the same results. Patterns don't change on their own. You have to interrupt them, question them, replace them. If you want new results, you need new routines, period. Let's finish with this. It's not a lack of knowledge holding you back. It's denial. You know what you're avoiding. You know what you've let slide. And pretending not to see it doesn't make it disappear. It makes it grow. It's time to stop pretending. It's time to face the truth. Turn the light on. Look in the mirror. Face the pattern and break it. This is how change begins. Not with hype, not with comfort, but with truth. You can't conquer what you won't confront. But the moment you do, that's when everything starts to shift.
It's time to kill the fantasy. No one's coming. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Not ever. You've been waiting for someone to notice your pain, to give you permission, to throw you a rope. But this isn't a movie. There's no dramatic rescue scene. There's no secret hand reaching down to pull you up. The longer you wait for that, the deeper you sink. You think time will fix it? Time doesn't fix anything. You do. The truth is harsh, but it's necessary. You're not stuck because you're forgotten. You're stuck because you're still waiting. Stop waiting. Start moving. You keep looking outward, hoping someone stronger will show up. Someone wiser, someone braver. But what if that someone is you? What if the person you've been waiting for is already in the mirror? Every step you're hoping someone else will take, you need to take it. You're not the side character in this life. You're the main one, the hero, the builder, the force. The answer doesn't come from them. It comes from you. And that shift, when you finally stop expecting help and start becoming it, that's when everything changes. You feel that pressure, that heaviness in your chest, that responsibility you carry every single day. That's not punishment. That's purpose. You weren't given struggle to suffer. You were given struggle to rise. That weight is a crown, but crowns aren't light. They're heavy because because leadership is heavy, because responsibility means something. It means you were chosen to handle it, to rise through it, to turn pressure into progress. So stop calling it a burden. Start calling it what it is, proof that you're built for more. You've been standing there waiting for a sign, a moment, a feeling, some magical alignment that says go. But let me tell you something, no bus is coming. There's no ride on the way to pick you up and drop you at your dream life. You've been waiting at the bus stop of destiny, but this road, you have to build it yourself. One step, one brick, one hard choice at a time. Stop looking down the road for a ride. Look down at your feet. That's where it starts. How many more signs do you need? How many more messages, gut punches, or rock bottoms will it take for you to move? You keep asking for a sign, but deep down you already know what to do. You don't need more proof. You need a decision, and not a someday decision, a now decision, the kind that shifts your life forever, the kind that doesn't wait for comfort, but chooses action anyway. So here it is, your moment, your mirror, your truth. The next move is yours, not someday, now. Let's stop pretending. You weren't built to coast. You weren't designed to blend in, to shrink, to live life halfway. You were born to build empires. So why are you hiding in comfort zones? Why are you playing small in a life that's begging you to go big? Every time you take the easy route, every time you lower your voice, every time you tell yourself this is good enough, you're betraying what you were built for. You're not tired because you're doing too much. You're tired because you're doing too little of what sets your soul on fire. You were built for more, so start reaching for it. You didn't lose your power. You stopped trusting it. You stopped using it. Life pushed you down, and somewhere along the way you stopped pushing back. But it's still there. That spark, that fire, that thing inside you that refuses to quit. You didn't lose your fire. You just forgot how to fan the flame. Power doesn't vanish. It rusts. It dims. And the only way to get it back is to start using it again. Speak louder. Stand taller. Walk forward, even if your legs shake. You don't need permission to take up space. You just need the courage to stop holding back. You've forgotten who you are. So let me remind you. You are stronger than you act. You are smarter than you speak. You are more than you believe. Read that again. Say it until it sinks in. You've been letting the world tell you who you are. You've been measuring your worth by what's safe, what's easy, what doesn't cause waves. But you were never meant to be silent. You were meant to speak truth. You were never meant to hide. You were meant to stand. Say it out loud. Say it until your voice shakes. Then say it until it doesn't. Because the truth of who you are, it's louder than the lie you've been living. Inside you is a lion, strong, fierce, unstoppable. But doubt locked it in a cage. Every I can't, every I'm not ready, every what if I fail, those were the bars. And now you sit in silence with all that power inside you, pacing, waiting, roaring under your breath. It's time to rattle the bars, time to break the lock. That cage isn't made of steel, it's made of fear. And fear only wins when you stop fighting. You were never meant to be tamed. You were meant to break walls, shake ground, and lead with force. Open the cage. You've been quiet long enough. You've been waiting long enough. The world doesn't need your silence. It needs your strength. It needs the version of you that shows up fully, that speaks boldly, that moves like they know exactly who they are. This isn't the time to shrink. This is the time to rise, to roar, to reclaim everything you forgot you were. Because deep down, you've always known. You didn't need this speech. You needed a reminder. And now that you've remembered, don't you dare go back to sleep. You've been told to wait for the right time, to plan, to prepare, to wait until everything lines up just right. But that's the lie that's been stealing your life. The perfect time doesn't exist. It never has. And the longer you wait for it, the more life passes you by. You think you're being smart, careful, but really, you're hesitating your life away. The clock isn't waiting for perfect. It's waiting for you to move, for you to choose, for you to stop making timing the excuse. Life doesn't reward the perfectly prepared. It rewards the bold. Forget yesterday. It's gone. Forget tomorrow. It's not promised. All you have is this moment, and that's more than enough. Right now is your turning point. If you choose it, every second is a seed. What are you planting? Fear or faith? Doubt or action? You don't change your life next year. You change it now. In the next 5 minutes, in the next breath. You can shift your entire direction by choosing to move right here, right now. Don't underestimate the power of one small decision, because 1 second of courage can lead to a lifetime of difference. Enough thinking, enough waiting, enough planning it out in your head. Get up, move, shift, speak, break the pattern. You've spent too long repeating the same cycle, hoping it'll break on its own. It won't. Patterns don't change by accident. They change when you interrupt them with action. Don't wait for motivation. Be the movement. Take the hard step. Make the call. Say the words. Shut the noise down and do the thing you've been avoiding. You don't need more advice. You need more action. So stand up and start writing a different ending. You don't need 100 changes. You need one strong decision. That's all. One choice that cuts the cycle. One moment of courage that shifts everything. One yes that overrides years of maybe later. Change doesn't take years. It takes seconds of courage. Just a moment where you stand up, plant your feet and say no more. That decision, it's in front of you. It's not complicated. It's not later. It's now. Don't waste it. Because the longer you delay it, the heavier life gets. But the second you choose, you start to take your power back. This isn't just a speech. It's your turning point. This is the line. Right here. Right now.
The old you on one side, the new you on the other. The version of you that's done waiting, done wishing, done letting fear drive. This is the moment you draw that line in the sand and say, I will not go back. Not to small thinking, not to doubt, not to sleepwalking through life. Step over it. Not tomorrow. Now. Because this isn't just about change. This is about who you become when you stop waiting and finally decide to live. Let's get something straight. Motivation is not your problem. You've watched the videos. You've heard the speeches. You've filled notebooks with ideas and intentions. But none of that matters without motion. You've heard enough. Now it's time to move. Action is the bridge between what you want and where you are. You can't think your way to a new life. You've got to walk there, run there, push through when it's hard, and move even when it doesn't feel perfect. Your life isn't waiting for more inspiration. It's waiting for action. Look ahead. What do you see? Success, peace, strength. It's not waiting for you. It's being built, brick by brick, with what you do right now. Your habits, your decisions, your actions today are writing your tomorrow. Are you building your future or delaying it? Because every time you scroll instead of build, every time you talk instead of do, every time you wait instead of move, you're choosing delay. And that delay is stacking up. If you want the future you dream about, stop dreaming and start building. Today is your blueprint. There are only two directions from here: grow or stay the same, move or stand still. And if you stay the same, so will your life. Period. There's no middle. There's no neutral. Every day you don't act is a day you lose, a day you never get back. And here's the truth. Regret doesn't show up loud. It sneaks in when you realize you've wasted too many quiet chances. But growth rewards the bold, the tired, the brave, the ones who do it anyway. So which life are you choosing? One you build or one you mourn? You want the dream, the freedom, the peace, the purpose. But here's what nobody tells you. It costs something, and the price is discipline. That's the down payment. You don't get the reward without making the deposit. And discipline, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, showing up when you don't feel like it, doing the hard things when easy things are begging you to quit. You don't earn the life you want through hope. You earn it through hustle. So start paying in focus, in time, in sweat, because that dream, it's waiting, but only for those who work. Let's bring it home. Not someday, not next week. What are you doing today? That's the real question. What choices are you making right now that prove you want it? Freedom isn't found in comfort. It's earned in action. Freedom from fear, from limits, from repeating the same year again and again. And the key to all of it is what you do today. So stop talking about change and start doing it. Don't tell the world who you want to be. Show it. Let today be the day you stop wishing for freedom and start earning it. Who you were is not who you have to stay. Your past, it's a chapter, not your whole story. And your identity, it's not stamped. It's chosen. Every single day you get to decide who walks out that door. You don't owe the world your old version. You don't owe your past anything but a lesson. Say it, own it, repeat it until it rewires you. I am not who I was. I am who I choose to become. That's not just a phrase. It's the new foundation. If you want to change your life, it starts with changing how you see yourself. Identity isn't fixed. It's built. What you speak becomes what you believe, and what you believe becomes how you live. So check your language. Are you tearing yourself down or building something new? Words are bricks. Speak like you're building something worth living in. Start saying what you want instead of what you fear. I am strong. I am ready. I am done playing small. You don't have to believe it right away, but speak it anyway, because repetition becomes reality. The more you say it, the more your mind starts to accept it. Speak the future you're walking into, not the one you're trying to leave behind.
You've been stuck rereading the last chapter over and over again, all the mistakes, all the missed chances, but you're not stuck because of the story. You're stuck because you stopped writing. It's time to pick the pen back up. You are the author. This chapter, it belongs to you, and no one else gets to write it. Not your past, not your pain, not their opinion. You get to choose the tone, the pace, the plot twist. So write like it matters. Write like you're worth it, because you are. And the most powerful story is the one where you rise. Transformation doesn't come from hearing it once. It comes from becoming it through belief, through action, through repetition. You say it once, it's a thought. Say it twice, it's a spark. Say it every day and it becomes who you are. So don't whisper it, don't hold back. Speak it with fire, with fight, with conviction. I am not who I was. I am who I choose to become. Over and over, until your voice no longer shakes, until your doubt starts to fade, until your life starts to reflect the power in your words. Say it, believe it, live it. Right now is the line. This is where the old version of you fades and the real you begins to rise. Everything you've heard, everything you felt, everything that stirred something deep inside you, it wasn't by accident. It was a wake-up call, a spark, a mirror. You've heard the truth. Now it's time to live it. You don't need more time. You need this time, right here, right now, because this isn't just a talk. It's a test of what you'll do when the fire hits your chest and the fear knocks at your door. Will you shrink or will you stand? Will this be just another moment or the moment? Say it until it sinks deep. No one's coming. Comfort is the enemy. Now is the moment. Let those truths echo in your soul. Let them ring in your mind until they rewrite who you are. This wasn't meant to make you feel good. It was meant to wake you up. Because when you carry these truths, you carry power, you carry clarity. Every time you're tempted to wait, remember, no one's coming. Every time you start to settle, remember, comfort is the trap. And every time you think you have time, remember, you don't. The only time that matters, the only one that ever did, is right now. Your life isn't written yet. It's being drawn in real time with every word you speak, every step you take, every choice you make. Your next move is the stroke that shapes your future. Choose boldly. Choose with fire. No more sketches. No more tracing lines drawn by other people's opinions. This is your canvas, blank, untouched, waiting for courage to paint something real, something loud, something that looks like you. Don't hand the brush to fear. Don't let doubt hold the pen. Pick it up, grip it tight, and paint like your future depends on it, because it does. You've got the truth. You've got the mirror. Now you need the action. Go prove it. Go build it. Go become it. This isn't the time to feel powerful. It's the time to be powerful. You don't need a perfect plan. You need movement. You don't need more time. You need to start. You don't need the world to believe in you. You need to believe in yourself enough to begin. This is it. No more waiting. No more watching. No more wishing. This is your time. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now, pick yourself up, lock in, and go live the life that's been waiting on you to rise.